Hello students, let us understand Boyle's law. What is Boyle's law? So Robert Boyle in 1662 systematically studied the relationship between pressure and volume. He found that at constant temperature, okay, here at constant temperature, at constant temperature, the volume of a fixed mass of a dry gas decreases by half when the pressure on it was double. Now see what he did, he had taken one container and he applied say pressure, okay. So say here 1 liter of the gas is there and he applied 1 atmospheric pressure on it, and then he increased the pressure. Temperature was constant and he increased the pressure was double. Okay, so when pressure was double, let's say 2 atmospheric pressure, he found that the volume is becoming half, right? So what he stated, temperature is constant and the volume is halved when the pressure acting on a given mass of gas doubles, right? So when he increased the pressure, when pressure was doubled, volume was half. So he stated the law, okay, he described this behavior in the form of a law and he stated the law. So that law is now known as Boyle's law. Okay, so what is Boyle's law? We'll say at constant temperature, volume of a given mass of a dry gas is inversely proportional to its pressure. That means you can also say when pressure increases, volume decreases, right? So vice versa, inversely proportional. One will increase, another one will decrease, right? So this is known as inversely proportional. Now let us also understand this thing, volume of a given mass of a dry gas. Given mass means, suppose here we have already taken 1 liter of gas, okay, and that too dry gas. If moisture is present, then again there will be a change in other parameters. So here given mass of a dry gas, let us understand this graph. All of you, here in the graph 1 liter of this gas is taken. This is 1 liter, okay, 1 liter, okay, 1 liter of the gas is taken in this, and atmospheric pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure, 1 atm, okay. So this way, when you are taking this way, it is pressure, okay, and here it is, we are talking about volume. So volume in liters we are understanding and pressure in atmosphere, okay. So 1 liter of the gas is taken. Now this is fixed. Now you are not increasing the mass of the gas, right? So what will happen when 1 liter of the gas is taken and you are applying 1 atmospheric pressure? Now go on increasing, when we go on increasing the pressure. So let us have now 2 atmospheric pressure. We apply pressure and 2 atmospheric pressure is applied on that. So we will see the volume is becoming half, okay. So here the volume is becoming half, that is 0.50 liter, right? Now you still go on increasing. Now the pressure is 3 atmospheric pressure. So you will see that here the volume is decreasing to 1/3, okay. So volume is decreasing to 1/3 and now the volume is 0.33 liters. Now still you go on increasing the pressure. Now pressure is 4 atmospheric pressure and you will see that volume becomes 1/4, right? So this is Boyle's law, right? Volume is 0.25 liters. So when you plot this graph between pressure and volume, and if you go on increasing the pressure, the volume is decreasing. And when you will look at this graph, you see here this hyperbole, the curve is, you will see the curve forming over here. Okay, so this is how you will get the curve. Right? So when you will see this graph, you will understand that when pressure is increasing, volume is decreasing. Now let us from the graph we can tabulate this. Okay, so from the graph, okay, we can tabulate these values we are taking from this. Let us take pressure as P. So what is the pressure? 1 atmospheric pressure. And volume, that time what is the volume? Volume is 1 liter, right? And when, okay, then pressure increases 2 atmospheric pressure, volume becomes half. When pressure is triple, okay, volume becomes 1/3, right? And when pressure is 4 times 4 atmospheric pressure, volume is 1/4, okay, decreases to 0.25. Now if you multiply P into V, the product of P into V is 1. Okay, when you multiply these two, this is approximately you are getting, okay, and this is 1. So from this, let us understand what's happening over here. When you are increasing pressure, volume is decreasing. Now let us derive the relationship between volume and pressure. Okay, so there is a Boyle's law equation. Okay, so what is Boyle's law equation? Now to solve numericals and all that, we will need Boyle's law equation. Okay, so now here, according to Boyle's law, what is the equation? V is inversely to 1 upon P. Volume increases, pressure decreases. If pressure increases, volume decreases. So this is our equation number 1, right? Now therefore we can say that V is equals to K1 by P. Proportionality constant, K is constant. To remove this inversely sign, proportionality constant here. Okay, so now what is this constant, we will understand. Okay, see here, when you cross multiply, that is when you cross multiply, PV is equals to K constant, we can say. This is equation number 3. Now see, PV product PV, P into V, when you are doing, you are getting this constant value. So PV is equals to K constant. Now suppose a gas occupies volume V1, okay, when its pressure is P1, then what will happen? Then we will say P1 V1 is equals to K constant. This is equation number 4. Okay, now if volume V2 is the volume occupied when the pressure is P2 at the same temperature is constant, same temperature, okay, then our relation will be P2 V2 is equals to K constant. So this is equation number 5. Now when you will combine on combining equation 4 and 5, what do we get? Okay, so we will get P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2 is equals to K constant, right? So that is at constant temperature, you will say, at constant temperature, right? So this is our equation 6. So finally the relation is P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2, right? So you can also write that P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. So this is the relation which we will require to solve the numericals, right? So this is how, if we want to derive Boyle's law equation, we can derive. And the final equation is what? P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. Okay, so you can also say initial pressure, final pressure. Initial volume is V1, final volume is V2. Now let us understand the graphical verification of Boyle's law. Now to understand this, let us take the law can be verified by plotting a graph. Okay, this law can be verified by plotting a graph, right? Like we can say here, the first graph will take is we will take V versus 1 upon P, right? Second is V against P, and the third graph we will plot is PV versus or against P, you will say, right? So now let us take the first one. In first graph, what is happening when you are taking, let us draw over here, when you will plot a graph between a volume over here and 1 upon P. Okay, so we are plotting the graph between volume and 1 upon P. We will see that we will get a straight line over here. See, suppose pressure is 1, 2, 3, 4 atmospheric pressure and the volume is 0.25. Sorry, here let us take pressure as 0.25, 0.50, okay, 0.33 and 0.25. Okay, so here when you will plot the graph 75, when you will plot this graph between this, we will always get straight line. Okay, so here if we are getting the same, suppose we do it like this. So when you are taking this, you will find that here you are getting this, okay, and when it is 0.75, so you will get a straight line always, right? So P against 1 by P, a straight line, always a straight line passing through the origin is obtained. Through the origin is obtained, right? Now if we take this second one, second graph is that hyperbola only. Okay, so when you are taking this second graph and plotting the graph between volume and pressure, okay, if you are plotting the graph between volume and pressure, so here this is volume and this is P pressure. Okay, so it is inversely proportional, we will say volume is inversely proportional to P, right? So when you will plot graph, okay, here it is 1, 2, 3 and 4, and here we are taking it is 0.25, 0.33, okay, 0.50 you got, 0.751 and so on. So when you will see this, you will get a curve over here as you saw this graph right now. Okay, so always when we are plotting this graph between V against P, a hyperbolic curve in the first quadrant is obtained, right? Now we need to note that the term isotherm mean at constant temperature it is used to describe such graphs. All these are at constant temperature, so we will use the word isotherm for that, right? And now what is the third one? Third graph is PV against P. Okay, so when you will plot this graph PV against P, okay, so here it is PV and this is P, right? So when you are plotting this graph, what happens, you will be getting a straight line over here. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, here also we will take 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you saw in this you have got PV is 1 only, so you will get a straight line over here. Okay, so in this case you are going to get a straight line in the graph like this, a straight line you will get, right? So what happens over here is all of you, a straight line is obtained parallel to the pressure axis, right? Parallel to pressure axis means this way, this is the parallel. Okay, so these are the three graphical verification of Boyle's law, right? So in this, what is happening? PV is constant, we'll say PV is constant, right? PV is constant, and in this one you will say that volume is inversely proportional. Volume is inversely proportional to pressure. Okay, that is what we have seen, and always we will get hyperbolic curve over here. And in this we saw that volume is directly proportional. Directly proportional to 1 by P. That is why we are getting a straight line over here, right? So all of you here, now next if we have to, one more point let us have, this Boyle's law in daily life. What are the means you will see in daily life Boyle's law, that applications. Okay, so Boyle's law in daily life, where do we see? We see that we are breathing all the time, you know. So when you are inhaling and exhaling, the diaphragm is raised and it is lowered. It is what? It is a Boyle's law actually over here. And a scuba diving also. Right. And another example if we take, there is a, suppose we have a one tank which is full of water. Okay, a tank contains water over here, full of water. Okay, so when there is a bubble, okay, and when you will see when the bubble is rising, the volume of the bubble is increasing like this. Why it is increasing? Because they see here this tank is full of water, so at the bottom there will be high pressure, okay, and above it will be low pressure, right? So when when the bubble is rising, the pressure is low, the volume is increasing. So what is this? It is inversely proportional volume and the pressure. So these are all the Boyle's law we see in daily life, right? So hope all of you have understood Boyle's law. Thank you, students.